Welcome back, everybody, to the Car Service Podcast presented by Beyond Limits. I'm your host, Josh, co-host Kevin.
I think.
He thinks. And our fantastic guest of today, Tyler.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Tyler.
Thank you, thank you.
Hi, Tyler.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
We're here. We're doing things.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Josh is back this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have my dad.
You had me once, and then you didn't have me again.
I know. He got a little sick. He wasn't here last time. We substituted with what did we say? Second best Jay? Oh, no.
I had a little bit of a tummy ache.
Oh, a little tum-tum hurdy?
Tum-tum
hurdy. Oh, no. Well, I would like to take this moment real quick and say that our sound engineer, who was here last week, our one and only, my father, Jackson Ribeiro, is once again behind the sound engineer position.
Should we give him a round of applause?
We should give him a
round of applause for Jackson.
Right.
I know him.
All right, so we got that out of the way. So that's probably not going to be the only time we're going to do that either. So be prepared. Anywho, so Josh, welcome back.
Thank
it's
you.
good to have
Thank
you
you
back. We have Tyler here with us, as we already stated.
Yes, sir.
Tyler, why are you here?
I am also a member of the Beyond Limits Car Club.
No,
Really?
I don't think so.
I didn't think he was.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
We let him in here.
something like that.
All right, continue.
I kind of forced my way in. I kind of just
no.
never left. I showed up one day, showed up to everything, and they're like,
Did he ever actually get voted in, or did he just kind of just...
No,
material?
I kept showing up to all the events, even like the private ones. You're like, how did he get here? I was like,
Tyler's just
got
out and about. He's just here.
I just be there.
Can we have the sound guy check the records or something?
No, we're not at the fact checking level yet. we did a lot of that last time. We're just not there yet. So Tyler, with that said, how long have you been in our said car club?
Since 4/20 of 2023, I believe.
Really?
Or is it 24?
We're
It's
doing
either
this
23
again.
or 24.
And we're bringing the fact checkers back.
Probably 24. I'll say 24. It's been a little over a year.
Really? That's it? I thought it was longer.
I've just been around for over a year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've just never left. I never
left.
left.
He never left.
I just never left. I showed up and never left.
He's always here. He's always doing something. But yeah, so let's get some background. What do you drive?
I have technically I can't drive it at the moment, but hopefully this weekend we can possibly diagnose that more.
Oh no.
Maybe an upcoming video.
Did you say your Nissan did Nissan things?
Yes, I indeed have a 2006 Nissan Sentra SER Spec V. You got to say the whole title.
Gotta say
You gotta
the
respect
Spec
the trim.
V.
It makes a difference.
Mustang
It does
GT
make a
Premium.
difference. The trim makes a difference. It can change the transmission. Could even change the engine.
Lancer Evolution 10.
Well, I think the 10 matters.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's
I was
the
like, his
important
10
number.
That makes the difference. Okay, all right. Continue.
You mean the Dodge minivan?
Spec V? Oh no. We're already shooting shot. This is not going to be good for the rest of the night. Anyway. So, all right. So, 06 Sentra.
Just share the chassis.
Yeah, long, whatever. Go ahead.
So,
Continue.
yeah, I have a 2006 Nissan Sentra SER Spec V in volcanic orange.
Man, now he's hitting us with the paint colors.
Yeah, the paint color matters too.
Oh, man.
But it has
You know the paint code, though?
the number. I do not know the number. I just know the name.
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
not a real fan.
You
Yeah,
should
I'm not the
know your
biggest fan.
paint codes.
There actually is. There's like 3 different paint codes for it.
You should know your
But-
paint codes.
Besides the point, it has the 2000 to 2003 pre-facelift because that was the more GTR-esque styling, and
You
it
did
was the
not
better
just say
looking.
GTRS.
Bro just called a Sentra a GTR.
You did not
I
just
said it
say
you didn't
that.
let me- I said GTR-esque
Oh.
styling.
All right, guys. If you think the Sentra is like a GTR, post it in the comments
Never
below.
said anything about the car. I said how it looks.
I'm going
It has
home.
the
I already
G-
quit.
It's an
I've been here
inspired
for
bumper.
I've been here for 7 minutes and I
All
already
right,
quit.
podcast is over. Can we get a round thanks to Jackson Rivero, our sound engineer guy?
Thank you, Jackson. Good evening. Anywho, continue on with whatever blasphemy you were just
Okay,
saying.
it is styled by the GTR.
St-
It has a. You're telling me
digging-
the front bumper doesn't
Just
resemble.
keep going,
No,
please.
not at all, actually.
That's insane. Okay, sure, but besides the point, I'll let you have it.
Continue. Go ahead.
I mean, that you asked about my car. I mean, I'm
Do you have any
22.
other cars?
I mean, it's technically my second SER Spec V. I had a 2004, also with the same pre-facelift.
Okay.
But a old man decided to make an illegal left turn and destroy my hopes and dreams. So
Destroyed my hopes and dreams.
yes, he hurt my feelings a lot, totaled it, and bent the frame. So hopefully in the future we may also see. I have plans to cut it in half and make it a car trailer.
Okay. That's
So
cool.
that is my plans with that car, other than it just sitting at the top of my driveway for parts.
I mean, I like that idea. We've seen that a couple times. I've seen a 3000
March.
GT that does that, and I've also seen an NSX that did that too.
Yeah.
And I want to try to use the rear doors, so I also have usable rear doors, seeing it being most people don't do 4 doors, but I have seen some like different Civics and stuff that have 4 doors, or like they do the hatchbacks, and I do think it would be a cool concept to do.
Are you gonna paint it volcanic orange that you don't know the paint code to?
I mean, honestly, for a while, I probably won't. I think I'm going to leave it as a heritage to the old car and leave it black.
The homage.
But yes, the homage. But I will probably eventually, like, after everything else is done and, like, I'm squared away and I have nothing else to do, I'll probably paint it and paint match it.
Okay.
I'm curious though. He said there's 3 different paint colors for this color.
There is.
So like, what happens if you paint every body panel a different paint
It's not
code
a
of that
noticeable
color?
difference, but I've looked through different websites, and maybe it's the website thing. But when I was looking to get fresh paint, because I do plan on repainting the car, there
Right.
was different numbers listed for different years, even though it's the exact same color.
Variations, you mean?
Yes,
There's
variations.
a different
I apologize.
variation.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Which is, if anybody doesn't really know or doesn't have any experience with painting or anything like that, I mean, not that I know a little bit. I'm not going to say I'm,
It could
I
be
know
the amount of
everything.
flake in the paint that changes that. You know, like, it could be like.
Well, I think a lot of the time it comes down to like sometimes it's manufacturer, like the
That too. Oh,
manufacturer
yes,
of the paint, and there are different variations for
If they,
different years.
if they switch the manufacturer, it would have to change the number.
Right,
as well.
exactly. So I think
Yeah,
that
makes
comes
sense.
out to the different, and just some colors are. Anybody that paints or does body work, you'll know there's just certain colors that are just like no colors. Like you just, it's like you scratch one panel, you might as well paint the whole car. You might as well
Ford.
paint the entire car.
Indeed.
Ford.
Ford? What, the red?
Not the
The
red.
tri-coat, whatever.
Yeah,
Red jewel tri-coat,
Yeah,
whatever that is.
That and the Mistachrome.
Oh, man. If anybody wants to look up how much fun it was for Mistachrome, the BASF, like the OG Mistachrome stuff, look into that. That's a fun little story.
Yeah.
What else do you drive there, Tyler? I know it's not only Nissan products.
Yes. I mean, I also daily drive a 1996 Pontiac Grand Prix. That is my
The
my
initial
daily vehicle. of
initial
choice.
Grand Prix.
Indeed, it is the 4-door, the sedan version. It's not the more interesting, acclaimed coupe that people liked.
The one with all the buttons on the steering wheel.
Yes, I don't have the buttons on the steering wheel.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
We need
I would
more-
like radio buttons.
We
and
need more
cruise control
buttons everywhere. Because
I
it
just
was
have
the
a lot more
90s.
lights. They traded the buttons for a lot of light bulbs.
That is true.
I have an entire light bar on the front of the car.
There's
from
like
the factory.
19 light bulbs in that.
Just the headlight
front
alone.
balance.
Yes,
Oh
just the
my
headlight alone.
God.
It's insane.
And there's about
It's absolutely
8
insane.
different types of bulbs in that front thing alone.
Holy moly.
I learned more about it recently when I was looking at the running lights that are underneath. They're actually running lights, headlights, and high beams are all different bulbs
GM
inside
was,
just the one headlight.
GM was on something back then with those light bars, which is funny because, like, if you think about it, light bars were what big in say what 90s, 80s, 90s,
80s, 90s.
late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, and then it died, and now they're
So
coming back
it's pretty
again.
period correct, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
That's what it was made. I know, but I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, that generation started as a 90. It was a 90 to 96 for that body style.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
It's the last W2 G body.
yeah, it was the futuristic look back then is what they were going
Yeah,
for with light
yeah,
bars.
yeah.
And now we're going back to a new era of being futuristic.
Sleek and futuristic with light bars and taillights that make no sense. And
Also got a light bar across the back for the taillights too.
yeah, that's true.
It's
that's
just
true.
all light. It's just all lights.
Huh, all right. Well, so that's cool. So we have plans for you talked about we're doing some. What are we doing for the
I said
orange car?
Well, what I have planned for the orange car, currently, it's not running, but we do plan on hopefully fixing that in the near future. But
Where,
I do.
Where did we see it not running? Was it on the Beyond Limits YouTube channel?
Actually, yes, there was already a video posted on my car, and it did not fix said issue just yet. We got rid of my check engine light because our sound engineer, beautiful man, may have possibly switched a plug, but it's not his fault. He didn't know they're the exact same plug. And it gave me a check engine light.
The shade is real.
It's not shade. I'm just
it got
trying
really
to
Can we get a
connect the
round of
dots.
applause
It
for
got-
our
I just
sound
like
engineer
connecting
guy?
the dots. Like,
It got really dark in here.
I will like to
really,
say I
really
appreciate
fast.
you, Jackson, for please helping. I do appreciate.
He said, "Please helping."
Yes,
the
so
man
please
put it
helping.
in your car.
Yes, I appreciate that.
We'll let it alone.
I was just
alone.
connecting dots because we talked about it in said video, so it's a throwback to the video.
All right. Well,
It was brought up
we
then.
didn't dime anybody out in the video, but yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great today.
There might have been a camera pan to it.
There may have been a camera pan.
But yes,
no, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it now
yeah,
because
it's a
I
good
don't
video.
remember that.
It's indeed a good video.
No, everything's a good video, but I mean, anyway.
But anyway,
plan-
future
plans
plans.
for it.
Future
Yeah.
Future plans. Yes, let's move. Let's
after
move past
after
what
it gets
we
back
just
running
did.
and is fixed the way it is. I have a supercharger from a Pontiac. Funny enough, that I plan on attaching to it. I have.
He said attaching,
yes,
like
it's
it's
gonna be
just gonna
attached.
go on like Legos.
No, I have to.
He said
You
Intake
attach the
plan.
6
Said-
stud to the
yes.
2
30
stud, and then it just
3800 supercharger Nissan engine. Bloop.
That's how
Done.
it works.
Game
no,
over.
No, we have
just-
we were gonna have a intake plenum modified and adapted to it, and then have to add a longer belt, obviously, to be able to get it to run.
Correct. What about engine management?
We're probably gonna have to change to a change the ECU to a standalone.
You going standalone?
I thought he
Most
was
likely.
just gonna do the fuck it and just let it go.
Just full send. Just be like, yep, this is gonna work. Just more boost in the plenum.
Trust, brother, trust.
Are you gonna get a laptop that says danger to manifold?
Yes. You should.
There will be a laptop in the passenger
Oh
seat.
no, it's not. in
It
the
won't be
clips.
connected to anything. It'll just sit there.
It's
Floor
not-
pan falls out.
Actually, funny enough, no, it's a little bit before. Never mind. I was gonna say it's kind of the same era. I don't know, right? I
What?
mean,
Are you talking about for like the
no,
Fast
because
and
that was
Furious,
a what gen? It was a second gen Eclipse, right? In the first Fast and Furious.
No, the first gen.
No, second gen.
or-
The
I
green
believe
one?
I believe it's second.
Second gen.
Second gen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 2G.
Second gen
Yeah.
Eclipse.
And that ran till what, 99? Yeah, so it's a little before. When did that Sentra come out? What is your B16?
It's a B15 and
15.
it's 2000 to 2006.
Okay, so
So
literally
it would have been like
literally right.
right
They would have been in the
there.
scene at the same
Yeah,
time though,
yeah,
because
100%,
yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
You would have seen Eclipses running with Sentras on the street at the same time.
We're having the debate on were Eclipses around the same time as a Sentra. And meanwhile, this dude over here is like, my front end looks like a GTR. Said nobody
Okay,
ever.
well, the entire my
Said
entire
not
community
one
would
soul.
say otherwise.
Who?
The Centric community.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but well, look, interesting fun fact.
It's like the
In
people that-
Fast and Furious, when they're doing all the scene of all the cars coming out of the garage, there is actually a couple of SCR Spec Vs in the movie.
they
coming
look
out.
like GTRs on the front end.
They do. They do indeed.
They don't look like GTRs.
Look,
on
it's
the
a
front.
personal opinion. If that's what it is, it is
Wait,
styled.
hold on a second. You said
It
a
is
personal
styled.
opinion, but then you just tried to back it with the entire Sentra community.
It is.
Okay.
It's all of our personal opinion.
Okay, now anybody who's listening to this, fact check that. Go on the B15 Sentra forums.
It
and
is
try
very
not
much.
to try not to lose your biscuit, because if you've ever had to deal with forums, there's like 3 posts that are like, "Oh, this is informative," and then somebody starts arguing about wheel fitment because they're stupid. So like, it's just how it works. It's like, this thread's for exhaust. Well, my wheels are better. Okay, great, wonderful. We're not talking about any of that. It's the most ridiculous thing. And to think that was like the most informative and best way to stay on top of things with any type of like information. What are we doing? Are we doing hand signs? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the thing just turned white for
look
no
at that.
reason.
It decided that it did not want to be. What color was that? Was
Blue?
it blue or
It
purple?
was like a cyan, I believe.
It decided it wanted to be white right now. So it
I'm
it
gonna
just
blame our sound engineer for this.
it just warmed up a little bit. It's fine. So
Hashtag blame the sound engineer. Can we get that in the comments?
there's not a time where you're not getting roasted on this spot. As long as you're standing there, you're just. We need to get him a microphone, like just so he can
That
buzz,
is a-
like one of those tap microphones, so he can just buzz in when he wants to.
one. Yeah, but we need to have control of it. So like, if we don't want him to talk, we just cut him out.
Yeah, we just gotta cut him. Yeah, be like, see what this button does? It just cuts you off.
I'm sorry, we cut you off. Continue.
No, that's okay.
So continue with your Sentra GTR project.
That's crazy. Anyway, I have plans for a supercharger.
Okay.
And obviously, that's going to take some more internal work. I do plan on building the engine because I'm not just going to slap a supercharger on there and run it stock. Because
Why not?
I don't like blowing up motors.
Why not?
Because that's just not a fun thing to do.
You can, just be like certain people that bought.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. I thought it. I'm not gonna lie. I did think it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Did cylinder number 3 say knock knock? No, we're not sure. Maybe a window. Who knows? It just wanted to say hi. Come on, like what? You know what I mean?
You
It
gotta
just
be
was
able
like,
to see
hello.
inside the engine to make sure it's running right.
You do have to make sure that the oil is getting where it is supposed to go. That's pretty much it.
So you doing any added supporting mods for this?
For the supercharger or just in general?
yeah.
He's putting
Okay.
GTR axles.
I hate you. I mean, it's
I've heard that you can bolt the GTR turbo straight up to the
it's not a VQ.
Oh no.
It is a QR25DE.
The QR25DE.
Yes, that is my engine code.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Well, that sounds like fun. Engine management sounds like fun. Supercharger sounds like fun.
Indeed.
But you did bring up something interesting that we're going to make fun of you for and
That's
also
completely
move
okay.
forward. So paint colors, paint codes,
Sure,
paint
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yes.
Obviously, cars come painted. We all know this.
Hopefully.
Sometimes, unless you get like a
Cybertruck.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Or you get you could buy like those shells that they sell like certain
sure.
certain
From, like,
manufacturers
Temu?
will buy. I forget what they call it. It's like body in white or something like they call it.
Yeah, the Chevrolet, the Copos. You could buy
Copos,
like
the drag pack, stuff like that. But you could
exactly.
also like actually buy just the chassis with a VIN number and like just or no VIN
Like,
number.
is it like white prime and you just do
Yeah.
it?
They call there's. I think it's called body in white. I think that's what it's actually called. But
I believe there's also an older RX-7 that was randomly selling chassis on Temu. There was some company on Temu that you can
no, they were doing
buy
the,
an entire chassis.
No. It was the 86s.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Toyota
yes.
Yeah, you could buy
Yeah,
you could buy 86 hatch
Yes.
as just a shell. Yeah, essentially, which is pretty crazy. But
I guess if you're building a show car, that'd be the good way to go. Just doing that.
fresh.
yeah, if you don't plan,
fresh, easy.
yeah, if you don't plan on like, I guess doing anything crazy
Or if you
with
trust
it.
giving a Temu company thousands of dollars to magically ship you an entire chassis to your front door.
You could do that.
But that was the option. But that's a sketchy way to go.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm buying an entire chassis off of Temu. It's not a.
Imagine
very
that crate
trusted
that would show
automotive
up.
space.
That would be crazy.
I don't even know if it would be like a crate. It would be like a shipping container.
Is it like a Lego?
Well, I don't know. I mean, 86 isn't that big.
Yeah, but I don't think you can fit that like.
You could crate it.
No, dude, you could easily fit an 86 in that you fit it. It ships low flat rate anywhere, anytime.
Put it in a FedEx envelope.
Build-A-Box.
Yeah, send it across the country. Yeah, exactly.
6 2x4s and a couple pallets.
Yeah.
But paint codes are interesting. Paint colors are interesting. We all like. I don't know. Do we all like paint? Are we all
I love
paint
paint.
people?
Yeah, I'm a paint person.
You're a paint
I'll
guy?
never be able to paint like people can, but I do love looking at either custom or very nice OEM factory paint.
Yeah,
I will-
I just think a nice paint job always comes out looking better than like a wrap would.
I mean, there's definitely. I mean, the wrap technology has definitely.
Oh, improved vastly.
Like
Oh, 100%.
it's insane. And now what are they on? It's not vinyl anymore. Everybody's doing what the
PPF.
colored PPF because
Yeah.
it's whatever more resistant and it's more
It's-
flexible and
yeah.
it's more forgiving and stuff like.
Yeah, you
which
can
is
like throw a rock at it and it doesn't like ruin the entire thing.
I mean, I've seen people. There was a video of a company that put it on a hood and slid around the hood in the parking lot, and they pulled it off.
Oh, like a
and,
little sled?
The
Yeah.
like a sled.
Yeah, and I mean we've seen that with like ceramic coating guys. They'll do that. I've seen like early stuff of ceramic coating where like they'll take a key and like
Yeah.
slam it against the paint. And you're like, what are they doing? And then they're like, oh look, it peels off. We're like, okay, great.
Yeah, you peel it off and it looks literally
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even like I've seen like videos of cars getting into accidents, and it's not like a hard accident, but
Yeah.
like you can see visual like scuff marks and like even like dents almost. And then when you pull it off, you can pull the dent right back out of like if it's like a plastic bumper or something.
Right,
you know?
or the paint. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that. They did it with like a Porsche bumper. I
Yeah.
remember. I saw
I
like
saw,
a
like,
promo
a
or something
Supra.
like that.
I'm just saying, there's a good potential here. Like the old Need for Speeds, where you used to go to like the safe shops and
Right.
like repaint your cars, and it would lower your security rating.
Yeah.
You just peel off the paint transfer, and your security rating just drops.
So that brings up. Now I will say on a little bit of a side note though, like one of my, I guess you could say like Instagram or YouTube, like guilty pleasure. Like, you ever watch like people paint cars?
Oh,
Like,
God,
even if they just do like panels and stuff, like the apps, like I guess people don't really understand. Like the art of painting a car is real. Like that's a real, that's a real,
yes.
and not even like custom stuff. Like just regular, just refinishing, like at a body shop or something like that. Like it takes real skill to do that kind of stuff. I have nowhere near the patience to do that. And
to lay a paint that levels just right. It takes immense practice.
yeah, I mean,
skill.
you got the gun, you got the the mix, you got the pressure that you have to run, the tip you have to use, whatever the case may be. Like I said, I know very little, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I know everything, but like I know enough to be like, yeah, that's good, that's cool, that looks like not great, or whatever the case may be. But
even like the most basic paints take a lot of skill, but when you go even to like even more into like custom, that takes even like more skill.
Yeah, or like 3-stage.
Yeah, like or if you do like the
or...
custom, like you do like the sunrises and you use like the tape to like cut off certain things.
Well, and what's cool about that too is like again, yeah, like same thing.
I'm
like
referencing
layers,
the video we watched the other day. When
like layers of paint, like where you have to do like multiple layers of color or whatever.
Or even just blending paint.
Blending is an art. Blending is definitely an art, especially if you're dealing with metallic paints, because just the way the metallics lay or whatever, and it like in his case. He said there's different variations of a paint code. Like I know just from experience, like dealing with, well, obviously a lot of my background is from Nissan and Infinitis because I worked for the company for so long. I remember like a lot of like the gray metallics or like the like almost like Ray's car.
Yeah.
Like Ray's car, there's another color that's like a little
50
darker.
Shades of Ray?
Yeah, exactly. 50 Shades. Well, actually, that color. Pretty much that color right
it
there.
is that color.
That color, right, exactly, that color. Probably one of the
For the auto listeners, we were pointing at Ray's fender on the wall in the back.
Exactly. Thank you. That color is probably one of the worst colors to paint, blend, like panel paint, anything. It is terrible. WV2 maybe I think is the paint code. I think. Fact check.
Idea.
I don't know. Whatever.
I only
Ray,
know my
comment,
paint
please.
codes.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I don't know my paint codes. I know my paint colors. So I
But
apologize.
in any case, I mean, it's one of those things where the art is behind it, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. If you don't, I highly suggest just watch a couple of videos. Like it's interests
cool.
you,
It's very cool.
and the fact of the matter is, it's like it's an art form as well. So like even if you don't like cars and it like custom paint work, like lowrider guys are crazy. Like, the amount of detail and stuff that they put into those cars is just absolutely insane.
I also think it's really cool, like, when you're talking about paints in cars, just the trends of paints in cars. Like, we've gone through this, like, real cool, kind of like, you see it where in the beginning where cars were first coming out, where it was, like, the Model A, Model T, all those things. You had, like, your basics, like your blacks, your whites,
well,
your grays.
You know the reason why they did black, right?
Why?
Legitimately, the reason why those cars came out in black?
No, I don't know. Why?
It was the quickest color to dry.
Really?
Yes.
Because it's dry in the sun.
It was the fastest color to dry off of the assembly line.
But it was cool because you saw all those, and then you started getting into all the wacky colors.
Well, yeah. Once the 40s kind of came around, then you got a little bit of color. Then the 50s came out, and that was all the hot rod stuff, and then that blended into the 60s with the muscle cars, and muscle cars got some of the the craziest. I mean, if you look at a color palette of like a Mopar of the 70s, there's I don't know, probably 20 or 25 different colors, starting from red all the way through pink.
Oh yeah.
And like even some of them were just slightly different variations. But like if you look at one of their color palettes, you'd be like, they offered all like that was that this was an option.
But that also goes with like the actual the generation, like how the world was. You know what I mean? Like everything at that time, they were doing like all the colorful like not like the hippie stuff almost, but that was a little later.
70s, so you go into the set. Right. So you keep like it kind of evolved.
Like what they see as the world is what they wanted to like spread.
It was boring. It started with boring, and then it got really, really vibrant, and then like the 80s came around, and it was kind of like, we're kind of dulling out. The 90s became beige, like legitimately.
Like
if you could define the 90s with a car color, it would be like, like
it was that champagne gold.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a 96 Taurus Jelly Bean with the ugliest champagne beige and the beige freaking disgusting like cloth interior that you just stuck to. Oh God.
And then
anyway,
the 2000s came and colors came back again.
2000s were still pretty boring. I
Maybe
don't.
like
I'm gonna say like
mid-2010s.
mid 2010s is when
When the
people
colors-
started. Yeah, but like for a standard manufacturer, like obviously higher end cars, you could get crazy colors.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And
but like
then-
standard manufacturers, I'm talking
right.
like
But
everyday cars.
standard manufacturers, you get like black, silver, white, and you might get a sprinkle of a dark blue or a red because we're being daring or something like
Yeah.
that. So, in any case, yeah, I think it's starting to turn back around, and then like obviously you can kind of look at the other manufacturers, especially like like Porsche with the PTS, and then Lamborghini has
Almost all of Porsche colors are beautiful.
pretty much anything high end now. Like
Yeah.
you could pay an absurd amount of money to have pretty much any color you want, and like the palettes that they have, Ferrari TaylorMade. You have, I think what's Aston Martin? Aston Martin's is like, isn't it Q? I think it's Q. So like kind of a riff off of the James Bond movies.
Yeah, sure.
So Q,
Yeah.
and then there's who is Ad Personam? Is that no? It's not Lamborghini. Somebody figure that out. But in any case, like there's the programs that you can. It's anything you want. It's paint colors, it's interior, it's the whole thing, and then that might bring us into the idea of finishes.
Yeah.
Finishes for paints. So like
Matte,
satin,
gloss.
matte, yeah, like all of that. Different levels of metallics, whether it's single stage, tri-stage, anything like that. Like there's a lot of options for that, and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, you have different types of fillers you can put in too. I mean, you've got flake, you've got pearl, you've
Right.
got metallic.
Right. And if another thing that's interesting, how they used to do the chameleon paints back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen how they actually did those back in the day? Like how they made those effects?
Yeah, didn't they like layer over like one another? Or
Yeah, it's
something?
tinted clears.
Yeah, it was tinted clears.
Tinted
yeah, they layered
clears.
over one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you'd lay down a base, and then whatever 4 or 5 colors you would do, lay your base, then lay one color a few coats, another color a few coats, but it was all clear as a base, but the
pearl in it.
pearl was the flop.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
then you would lay it down in the color spectrum of how you wanted it. So like pink, red, yellow, orange, green, or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. And that's actually really cool too if you look into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cool how rap made it a lot easier now to be able to
Correct.
do that without having to spend hours and thousands of dollars to get that.
Well, it's funny you say that but
It's not the exact same effect. You can definitely tell the difference between the paint,
Right.
And like you can tell the craftsmanship, but like it's cool how you can get that that style without having to like take months.
well the technology
that to
in,
work.
Well, yeah.
the technology in pearl have also gotten way better
Oh,
too,
yeah.
where you can almost get that effect in a single pearl packet depending on what you
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah, and I mean along with the vinyl wraps or the PPF wraps or anything like that, I mean there's still some people out there that do they call it liquid wraps or whatever, plasti dip but professionally installed, not just out of a can or
Use
something.
like a proper spray gun and get it on.
Yeah,
right,
because
yeah.
there's a couple of people out there that do some really really talented stuff, and then
Cool
you
stuff.
just peel it off when you're done.
I mean,
Like and there's no damage, there's no nut. Like if it's done right and it's laid properly and applied properly, then it really it's a pretty cool thing to have.
yeah, I mean, not that we're sponsored by them at all, but like if you even go to like Dip Your Car, like
Right.
their YouTube channel, and look through some of the stuff that they do,
Yeah.
cool freaking colors,
And
man, cool stuff.
There's another guy in Texas, I believe he's in Texas, that does a lot of custom liquid wrap stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of his business off the top of my head, but he does a lot of really, really intricate stuff with like, I don't know if it's necessarily Plasti Dip or that company, that brand. But
It's not that brand, but it's the same kind of substance. It's like a rubberized coating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things out there, and especially with paint. And I don't know, boring colors aren't for me.
No.
Yeah, I'm not like
I don't like boring colors.
the
I don't like
only
boring
time
colors.
I
That's
can
why my
like
car is white.
okay with like a boring color, like if you have like a black, a white, like a gray, like I feel like having something like more interesting wheels, like a wheel color that you can kind of like accent it, but it's really hard when it's just like boring. That's why like those are just plain cars that you see everywhere. Like you see that color everywhere, like black, white, gray. Even like red to a certain point. Like they have like the same like couple shades of red that like every manufacturer uses, and they're always like about the same like variation.
Now, granted,
But, like I like seeing when I'm driving and I see like a bright green or even like a deeper green, like it catches your eye so well that it's just the better colors are just different.
it's funny you bring that up because just the other day I was doing a side job, and this lady came up. She had a Dodge Ram, and it was like like a 14 or 13 Dodge Ram, whatever.
Okay.
And it was nighttime. It was dark, and I'm like, it looked black. So when I went to pull her truck up, I was like, oh, you have the black Ram, right? She's like, no, it's actually green. I'm like, it's green? No, it's black. Nope. I pulled that thing up in the light, and it was like this deep, deep forest green.
Oh,
but like
wow.
you only saw it in like the very shimmer of the light. Like it wasn't. It was a
cool
really,
color.
really cool color. The other color that comes to mind, like modern color that gives me that kind of similar, Ford's antimatter blue. Is that really, really deep, deep blue? Mm-hmm. What a fantastic color that is. It is probably one of my current, like, let's say regular car colors.
Yeah.
Now, you touched about red, and the thing about red is, obviously, it's very
The
vibrant.
more higher end, it's usually better.
So-
but like I'm talking about like basic cars.
Right. There's a guy at the Philly Auto Show. You've probably seen the car. He's got it's like a 75 or a 76 Monte Carlo. And it's this crazy, crazy candy apple red.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
like you stare at it and you could just see how much paint is on this car. And I had the opportunity to talk to him a couple years ago, and he's like, yeah, I was like, how much was this paint job? He said something, $10,000-$12,000 or whatever.
Damn.
He said there's like 12 or 15 layers of paint on that car. And like when
God.
you stare at it, you see it. Like you see the depth in it. And like that's again kind of going back to like the lowrider scene. Like you want to see some of the craziest paint jobs, you look at lowriders. Like those guys go
absolutely.
all out with their stuff. But I mean, paint's definitely cool. You definitely have to know what you want. I'll make the joke that paint is for people that don't have commitment issues because I think that's fucking hilarious.
And
Pardon my
only,
French.
And not only that, I mean, I'll play devil's advocate here in terms that, there's not a lot of people that are good enough with colors. Not to say that you're one of them, but like there's a lot of people out there that aren't good enough with colors that sometimes having a base color is good for them, like a white or gray, because once you buy a car that has a specific color, unless you have the funds or the availability to change it frequently or often, you kind of suck yourself into a color palette.
Right.
And you kind of lock yourself down in that if you just like say, oh, I want to have purple wheels, and then you buy like a yellow car. No, you can look good depending on how you do it, or you buy an orange car. Maybe it's not going to match the right way that you want it to. And it's just like one of those things that you have like, if you buy a base color car, the people that are getting starting into it, they can kind of learn their color theory around automobiles a little bit better that way.
You can make basic colors look good. And again, we don't all have the opportunity to buy a car in the color that we want.
Right.
I mean,
That's
ultimately,
true.
at the end of the day, that's what happens. And again, that's the appeal to rap. That's the appeal to, the plastic dip, whatever the case may be. So I get that and I understand that. But again, there's everybody likes what they like, and it is what it is. But again, to your point, right, like, if you decide to, hey, I want this car, but I want these wheels, and I can only get them in this, or, whatever the case may be. It's funny you bring up yellow and purple, because it's similar, not the same.
Are you bringing up a Porsche?
No, actually, I'm not. So I knew one of my customers way back when, he was a surgeon, I think. He was a doctor, a surgeon, something. He had a lot of money. He had a Phoenix Yellow E46 M3.
Ooh.
On Takata Green Volk TE37s. It was the most heinous combination of colors I've ever seen in my life. Like, please, everybody look that up. Look those two colors up and imagine them together. It was the crazy. I'm like, why on God's green? He's like, I wanted the wheels. That was the only ones that I could find at the time, and they were the specs I needed for the car. So that's what I bought.
I feel like that would look like a softball.
It's crazy. It's
I feel like,
actually insane.
Like, that's nuts.
Yeah, like it's legitimately insane. So that's probably in person. That's probably one of the craziest color combos I've ever seen anybody actually do.
And he enjoyed it.
He did. He did enjoy. Oh man, listen, Phoenix Yellow, E46 M3, Halo color, Halo color for that car.
There's a guy rolling around. He actually lived down by me when I had the old house. You might have seen it rolling around once or twice. He actually works in Philly, somewhere. It's a old 2000 Focus ST.
Okay.
It is a bright yellow on like almost the same color as Jackson's rims on the Evo. That
the purple?
that
The
rich
purple.
candy purple color that it was. And it looks good. It
Jackson
really
doesn't
does.
have an Evo anymore.
Had.
Sorry.
Ooh, we gotta do it again. We gotta make fun of the Evo 10.
Sorry, Dad. Anyway, not really. But
Speaking of wheels,
right.
Yeah,
we could
wheels.
go, OEM wheels on different cars and them looking good.
Okay, so
Like
that's
a big thing that
that's been
Volkswagen's done for a long time.
that's been a trend lately. Yeah.
But like even like OEM wheels from like a different car, even could be from the same manufacturer, could be on a different car, and
Well,
it
yeah.
looks better that way.
Yeah, I agree with that. You could definitely there's definitely a lot of interchangeability with wheels on cars. Some of them don't look great. Some of them look really really good. And then what was I going to say? See, I lost my train of thought. What I was going to say was we went into the idea of the wheels and the cars, but at the same time, like people have been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people have been taking wheels and like, you know, putting them on other cars for a very long time. Now it's kind of becoming trendy. It's kind of becoming a thing. I think taking wheels from another car and putting them on. I think one of my favorite probably iterations of, and you've probably seen the video, somebody put a set of Nismo V1s on a C6 Corvette.
Oh, I bet that looks hard.
It looks so
I don't
good.
think I've seen it, but I can imagine it.
What's funny is like it really doesn't look much different than like Grand Sport wheels. Like
Okay.
it's kind of the same like idea. It's just, you know, a split 5-spoke wheel.
You know, it's another real popular option that you see all the freaking time.
Go ahead.
Salad shooters.
The old Corvette wheels.
The old C4, the salad
Yeah.
shooters on almost any Volkswagen.
Yeah. That's very,
I forget
very,
what I
very
just saw it
popular.
on recently, but it looks so good. Like
We talked about we touched on this because we were talking about with Tommy's car, the Stagia, like what different kind of wheels or like OEM wheels and stuff like that, you know, would look good or like potential options or stuff like that, and salad shooters just because you can get them in like for so cheap now
Oh, yeah.
because they're just
Oh my God,
they're
yeah.
not worth anything, like they're just 80s Corvette wheels.
yeah, I think I saw like a clean set on Marketplace for like $300 to $400, and
Yeah,
they looked
if-
like immaculate.
if that yeah like completely redone
And the
one.
tires were already off. You literally can just buy tires, install them, and put them on.
Yeah,
like you didn't even have to do the work of getting rid of their old tires that they left on them for probably like 10 years.
Completely redone wheels are like like 4.25 for like really 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 clean ones.
I thought about putting them on the Pontiac originally, but
What,
I
salad
didn't.
shooters?
Yeah.
Or the saw blades?
I think the salad shooters. I was kind of like in between both, but I just didn't feel like spending the money at the time because I was being broke and being poor.
I was being broke is crazy.
It's interesting too because there's a lot of really cool OEM wheels that you see on other cars and you're like, oh wow, because most people like look at OEM wheels and they're just like, oh my God, I can't wait to get rid of these.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
some of them like BMW with the comp wheels of like the last generation.
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn, those things are freaking cool
Yeah,
looking.
Yeah.
we touched a little bit on that last time, on the last, but I agree with that. I think BMW probably as a whole, and again, not to be repetitive, but they probably have some of the best OEM wheel options.
Oh, I mean, they used
and
to
they
partner
can-
with BBS way back in the day.
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
some of their-
and they continue to like some of the, even like the new wheels for like some of the new M2s, the M3s, the M4s, whatever the case may be, like just the, you know, the M division cars, whatever.
Yeah.
They're nasty. Like some of those wheels are really really cool looking.
yeah.
And
Even Enki for the longest time, they made a lot of factory OEM wheels.
well, yeah, I mean,
Oh,
they
yeah.
still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I only
Nissan-
like I didn't even
Nissan's-
know.
A lot of Nissan's wheels are still Enki.
Enkai, Rays.
Yeah, however you want to
Yeah.
pronounce
yeah,
it. Enkai,
yeah,
Enki.
tomato, whatever. roast us in the
I
comments.
only found that out recently because the wheels I did putting on the daily was from a coupe version of my car from a
Right.
junkyard, and after I cleaned them, I realized they were Enkis, and I was like, I didn't know they made factory wheels for Pontiac.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I thought like they did more like tuner cars. Like I didn't know
The
they I didn't know they had like I didn't know they
Japanese
had
branded cars. Yeah.
Two completely
wide-
separate companies. Yeah.
a wide brand of vehicles. I didn't know.
Well,
that.
yeah, I mean they're a wheel company, so whoever
Yeah.
gets contracted, they make the wheels. But no, I understand what you're saying. It's typically a Japanese manufacturer making wheels for an American car.
That's
That
why I
makes
thought it was
sense.
very interesting.
I mean,
when I saw that.
I have like the G35 19-inch Rays, the split 5-spokes like Ray's factory wheels
Right, yeah.
that he has on his car now. I'd have those for a winter set of wheels for the M45.
No, I'm sure it looks great and looks good.
Yeah, they look okay. I mean, they're pretty beat, but they're winter wheels, so I don't really
Yeah.
care. The car just sits on them. Other than that, I don't really care. The MR2, when I first got it running and had all that, was on a set of were they AP2 S2000 wheels. Mm-hmm. I had those for a while.
Another popular thing I've seen for wheels put on other makes and models. And this seems to be actually a really popular trend with Volkswagen owners putting other makes and models wheels on their car.
Yeah.
I see a lot of like the upgraded people putting like the Bentley wheels.
Bentley wheels is a big
Bentley
thing.
wheels
yeah.
on them.
Porsche wheels is a
Porsche
big
wheels
thing.
is a huge
Lamborghini.
thing. Oh yeah,
Lamborghini wheels.
Porsche wheels. Mm-hmm. The Alpina wheels, BMW Alpina wheels,
Yeah. What are they? What are they?
like
20?
like
They're
the 20, the multi-spoke wheels,
Yeah,
like those
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Those
okay.
get swapped onto a lot of things. They look real good.
The neat part about Alpina wheels is where the valve stem is.
Oh, they're on the inside, aren't they?
It's under the center cap.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
under
under
the
the
center
center
cap.
cap.
They're under the center
Really?
cap. Yes.
Huh.
If memory
didn't
serves
know
me
that.
correct, yeah. So if you look in an Alpina wheel, you won't see on the outside face.
You won't see
There's
it.
no valve stem.
Oh, that's real clean. That's
That's-
why a lot of
that's
people.
Pretty
yeah.
sure it's under the center cap.
That's cool. I'm gonna
Fact
check that
checkers,
out.
check it out.
That sounds like a pain anytime you lose air in those tires, but
Yeah, but at the same time, the car that it came on was probably
that's
$50,000
fair.
or $60,000. So quite frankly, you probably don't care.
it was probably
Yeah,
driven.
yeah.
It's probably driven like 6 times
It's
a
like,
year.
oh no, I have a flat tire. We'll just call the tow truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't.
or call
matter.
your specific mechanic that you have on speed dial.
You're calling that car's sitting wherever it is and it's getting towed.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll go home. You'll get in your
Excuse me.
Porsche 911.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. Yeah.
My buddy actually runs a really cool Facebook page. If you've ever seen it before, you might have.
Okay.
He runs a Facebook page that's literally called OEM wheels on other makes and models.
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen that group. That's
I've
cool.
heard of it. I don't have Facebook. Oh, big deal. But I have seen like posts and pictures and stuff like that, and I know the account because a couple people have brought it up to me and like showed me pictures and stuff like that of that account. So, but same thing, same idea, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I love like the creativity of people with that kind of stuff is just like, hey, this will look good on this, and everybody's like, no, and I'm like, haha, watch. Yeah, exactly.
And you know what?
Exactly.
It's also cool too because when you look at it from the perspective of OEM wheels, for the most part, unless it's some very special spec or super sought after, usually are cheaper than
Yeah, you could pick up
OEM wheels
a nice set
or aftermarket wheels.
Yeah, you could pick up a nice set of OEM wheels for cheap. Yeah, I mean,
They're a little more
right,
mass
depending.
produced as well, so
Right.
like that helps with the price.
So it-
Depending,
gouging.
yeah, depending.
depending
So
on
if
the
you
car.
find like a wheel that you're like, oh man, this would work perfect for this build, and you could pick up a set of those OEM wheels
Yeah.
versus like a aftermarket set for way cheaper and
Right.
achieve the same look.
Yeah, make it
gives
look
you a
good.
whole new avenue.
Yeah, and I mean, I think probably one of the best examples of that is the Nismo 370Z wheels, the
Yeah.
V1s.
Yeah.
Those wheels, there's not many cars that they go on that they don't
look good. Right.
Like they just accentuate the car like that much. V2s are a little busy. I like them, but they're a little busy. Even those
Which ones are the V2s?
That was
Are they the ones that with the machining on the top of them? They have
Yeah,
that,
the
like,
face has got the
the
diamond
V1s
cut.
are like the Y split look. Yeah.
So the V2s are it's 10 spokes like split.
Right.
And then it has the diamond cut.
Yeah.
And they're like a gunmetal color, which
Right.
if anybody knows anything about those, if you scratch them, good luck getting them refinished because it doesn't work. Like you can't like literally I've had people like I need a paint coat, I need this, I need that. Yeah, you ain't getting it. So, and the lore behind it, I guess if you want to say and whether this is true or not, I don't know. Just something that I've heard working with those cars for so long is apparently the coating that they use or whatever they call it a hyper silver. So it's not like it doesn't actually look silver. In like some lights, it kind of fades dark. So apparently, the reason why you can't match those colors is because whatever process and chemicals they use in Japan aren't legal in the United States. So like they're so like caustic or whatever. Basically you sniff it, you die. Like it's like insta cancer.
Beautiful.
And like that's why like you'll see like some of those cars with like ratty painted, like repainted or refinished wheels, and they just don't look good at all. Like they look the best way I can describe it is the color looks flat. Like that's the best way I can actually describe it.
Right.
So,
what are the 5-spoke Nismo Rays called?
5-spoke Nismo Rays.
Yeah, like the ones that the reason I was asking was because there's a running gag in the group of the wheels that I have for the Sentra are reps of those said wheels.
They kind of are.
Are you talking about the ones that look somewhat like the TE37s?
Not so, because the TEs they're 6-spoke. So I'm more thinking of like
his are 5-spoke. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like the Nismo. There is a set of Rays that are made for my car that are the 4-lug pattern.
Yeah. What do you have? You have the 5. What are they?
I have the 5
FN01Cs?
Ziggin. Yeah, FN01RC.
They came on the R33s, didn't they?
I believe so. Yes, but
the
they
5
also
spokes?
But it was a 5.
I think they came on the R33s.
it was a 5-lug.
No, 33s are 5-lug.
So like yeah, but they made another variant of that wheel that is a 4-lug. That it looks exactly like my wheel, just they're Nismo Rays.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what that model actually is.
Yeah, I mean, I only found out what the wheels I have are now because of the game Need for Speed Underground 2, which my car is in.
Yep.
And when I saw them in the game, I was like, those look amazing on that car.
Right, yeah.
And pretty much the build that I'm going towards is kind of inspired off the game. Like, everything I'm trying to keep is period correct to that sense. And, like, everything that I'm pretty much doing, other than, obviously, like, the supercharger. You can do turbos in Need for Speed, but I don't think there were superchargers available.
Did Burgess say that Need for Speed is supporting reps?
It's not a rep, though. It is not a rep. They just make the joke that it's a rep because it looks very similar to the
Do
Nismo
we
Rays.
make the rep wheel joke?
It's not
It's
a
not
rep.
the same thing.
If it's in
They're
the game and they are
Xeons.
they're 5 Ziggin.
Five
Okay.
Ziggin.
Okay.
Can somebody...
Or
I guess
the
it's
way they
Enkai,
pronounce it.
Enki.
Yeah, it's the
tomato.
same thing.
Yeah.
You're still wrong, but it's okay.
The FN10RC.
You know, it is what it is.
The TE33s,
Yeah.
37s.
I do enjoy how upset people get about, you don't have real wheels. Like, okay, what's your point?
I will say...
Do you have my
the
budget?
only-
I don't think so.
The only,
Yeah,
like,
that's-
quote-unquote rep wheels that I actually really like, that people would consider rep wheels, are the wheels that you have on the M45.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
technically they are rep wheels.
Yeah,
yes.
because you got them from Alibaba, I believe?
No, I got those from a company in California.
Okay. Well, yeah, you found them, like, online, and they made...
Yeah,
they made
I-
them like they're machines.
I got them. I took a design, or I borrowed a design, I replicated a design, whatever you want to call it, and I just needed a certain spec, and they made it in my spec. So that's
awesome.
just the way it worked.
Not everybody has like a budget for like 10 grand for
No,
wheels.
listen, I get it. You pay for quality, and that follows through with everything, right? I understand that, but the fact that people get so absolutely butthurt
Oh, it's ridiculous.
over like a set of wheels because, you don't have okay, what's your point? Does my car
the only,
drive?
biggest strength, different, is like how strong the wheels are, because depending on how they're made.
Yeah, that's the production. I get
But
that.
yeah, but that's I feel
And-
like the biggest difference, other than just
And granted,
being
But
cheap.
not even just that. I mean, if you talk about the wheel topic, I mean, there's plenty of brands that make replicas. Like, you could get an Enki wheel that might be a replica
Correct.
of a bigger brand wheel.
right.
It's gonna
that's like-
be just as good.
Well, now the other argument is like, let's say 15 years ago, right? Like replica wheels back then were trash, like dangerous trash.
It was like literally like the Alibaba just
like
the
legitimately
cast thrown on in a
right. You hit a
container
pothole and
ship,
it's shattering
right,
and it's
right.
blowing
Light
through
as a
your
bone.
fender. Like manufacturing tolerances and stuff like that have changed significantly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and what's crazy is like even the cheap wheel brands are
sometimes
not cheap
they use
anymore.
the same manufacturers
You know what's-
as the more expensive ones.
Well, that's true too, but
And you know what? I'm going to pitch into this with a completely different genre of product. Have you ever seen videos on watches, like super clones?
no.
So
I've seen them, but I haven't seen like the videos.
So it's really interesting that you're talking about like how tolerances and machining has changed over the years. Some of these Chinese brands that are creating what they call super clones for some of these like high-end watches like Rolexes and stuff, you literally cannot tell a difference unless you get it under like a microscope and see just the minute microscopic differences between the original parts and the replica parts, which shows you that the technology has gotten so good that they can replicate almost a 95% exact purity of this other product. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same Chinesium.
Exactly. And that kind of follows through. Same thing with the wheels. I mean, again, it always becomes a big thing because it's like, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that. Now, granted, if you're in let's say you're in a car show, okay, or a car event or whatever the case may be, okay, yeah, I would understand that somebody that spent, $4,000 on their wheels and their car's immaculate and their bay is shaved and the interior is done, and yeah, okay, I would understand why somebody would get upset about that.
Oh, sure, 100%.
Like, yeah, your car is sitting next to my car and I've put 7 times the amount of money into it and you paid the same amount as I did and so on and so on. Okay, I get that. That's valid, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
But you're talking about on the street, like these people are like, you're sitting in a parking lot in a Best Buy and you're telling me you're upset because I'm on rep wheels. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? You're telling the 19-year-old kid that scraped together every one of his paychecks to put a set of wheels on his car that you're mad that he has rep wheels? Come on. Like,
It's a valid point.
are you kidding me? Like, no. You know what? You know what you were doing at 19? Probably the same thing.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And guess what? The wheels that you had on your car, way more sketchy. Way more sketchy. Guaranteed.
100%.
Baloney skins, no tread on the tire, whatever cheap crap you could buy off of Craigslist to make your car look cool.
Yeah,
like
hit a speed bump too hard and it pops a tire.
like legitimately, and again, there were some safety concerns back then with early wheels, and yeah, they were trash. I mean, there's no way around it. They were trash.
I can also understand like I feel like there's also a difference between like what a real rep should be and what because what a lot of people consider reps, I don't think really are reps. I think that they're influenced by another design.
Yeah.
To me, a rep is when like you buy a let's say Volk TE37 just because it's just what everyone goes to.
Right.
The TEs.
You buy a Volk TE37 and it comes literally with the branding Volk and TE37 on the wheel.
You want a hot take?
What?
I don't like TEs.
It's okay. Neither do I. Neither do I. Anywho,
someone has an ugly face over there, but it's the same guy that bought an Evo 10 willingly, so we're not taking his face in any type of consideration whatsoever.
I don't dislike.
I'm
the
not a big
wheel
fan
as
of
a
RPF
whole.
ones either.
I don't listen. I'm not going to say I dislike them.
I don't dislike them, but they're overplayed in my opinion.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't dislike the wheel as a whole. I just feel like they're used so often that like you kind of just get like, I've seen them 1,000 times.
I think what it comes down to is like they made so many of the same style wheel to fit so many cars. Like, I think that's really what it comes down. Like, obviously, there's the name, there's the clout, if you want to call it, because it is. No, let's not lie here.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. Like, you have a street car that's never going to utilize any of the technology that wheel is made for, so congratulations. But hot take. So, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, okay, so you have those. They made so many different variations. They made so many different colors. They made so many different specifications to fit certain cars correctly. So there's no spacers, there's no anything. So that the TEs, the RPF ones, I think that's like, and again, they're light, they're strong, they're meant to be beat up. So like, I think that's a lot of the appeal too. I also believe that there's a lot of the clout behind it too,
100%.
where it's like, oh, I have these, whatever, cool. But yeah, I mean, I think that has something to do with it as well.
But yeah, we got off track. What I was saying is like, I think that I could see people getting upset if you bought like a wheel that actually tried to be a replica. Like you're trying to put off something that's not a TE as being a real TE with like the fake branding. Like it's almost like a fake designer bag or a fake.
So what you're saying
luxury
is like buying like a X brand, let's say just whatever brand wheel that emulates a TE37 and you're putting Volk stickers on it. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yeah,
kind of in a way?
or you buy like a replica. Like if I bought a BBS wheel of a specific
Oh my
make
God,
and
the
model
fake BBSs.
from
The fake BBSs. Oh my god.
from
The fake
from like
BBSs go hard.
from like Alibaba, and you get it and it's branded as like BBS and stuff like that. Like to me,
It's SSB.
like
They don't even get the real center
like-
caps. The center caps
to
look so
me,
fake too.
That's the rep that I'd be upset about because
SBS.
you're trying to play off something that it really isn't. But if I bought
And you could clearly tell.
yeah,
Oh
but
my
if I
God.
bought like an Enki wheel that might be like they might have made a slight modification, a slight revision so it has the same appeal and style to it.
It's
of a
inspired by.
TE,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
inspired by, but it's not really. A lot of people still call those reps. I don't think that's necessarily a rep. It's a way for me to get a wheel with a similar style at a
Right.
lesser cost.
So I'll give you another good example of that if you want to bring it to like another level.
Yeah.
So everybody, I don't know. Okay, the MB Battle. You know what an MB
Oh,
Battle
God,
is?
yeah,
Right,
uh-huh.
the 7-spoke wheel.
Oh, yeah.
That's a replica wheel.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think the original brand is CST Piper Zero, something like
Right.
that, and then it has.
But
so-
you couldn't get that wheel anymore. So
They
the
still-
MB battles.
No, they still make those.
They still
you
do.
Can still, you can
Okay,
buy
yeah.
them. I'm looking at a set right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
you can
really?
you can still buy those, and they're really not that expensive. You could get like a decent set for like under $2,000, which for a real wheel, that's a good price. So MB made the replica, and then MB did MB things, whatever, it dissolved or whatever. So now Motegi bought the rights to the wheel.
Motegi.
So now Motegi makes a battle. So it's like you started here, you ended up here, this fizzled, now this place. So like it's kind of interesting in and of its own self.
So now is it actually a rep because they bought the rights to it though?
It's just like anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like anything else. But they bought the rights to the name
Right.
because the original one wasn't called a battle.
Right.
MB had the name Battle, and then now Motegi bought the rights to that, so now they have the Battle.
Right.
So, which is kind of neat. I mean,
is
it kind
kinda
of just follows through.
interesting.
But yes, you can still buy those wheels, the original wheels, CST Hyper 10 something. I don't know.
I also think it's neat when you because just like as I thought,
Yeah.
I thought that they didn't even make that wheel anymore.
Yeah.
I still think it's cool when other brands come out with wheels that are designed like older style vintage wheels that aren't made anymore because then
Mm-hmm. Right.
it gives you an outlet to buy something that just doesn't exist anymore.
Motegi just did that too.
Yeah.
With an Advan wheel.
Really?
Tri-spoke Advan wheel.
That's cool.
Motegi just started making those, and I'm very upset they're only available in 18s because if I could get them in 17s, I was buying a set for the MR2.
Tri-spoke wheels are
promise
hot.
you.
That's
I promise
awesome.
you, I would have bought a set of those.
That's a trend that's been going around lately of people making
Tri-spokes.
like vintage wheels that don't exist anymore, and I think that's cool too.
I think one of the other cool things is kind of along, I guess, that lore of wheel, if you will, is you ever see the guys that'll take, they'll cut OEM wheels, like cut the faces off
And make them three
piece
pieces.
converts.
Yes.
No, I've never seen that.
That's pretty sick.
Where they do it properly and they like cut the face
they
off
machine
of
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they machine
and then
it,
they
drill
make
the
it into
holes.
3-piece like.
Yeah.
Those are nuts.
And then they take the faces of like OEM wheels and just put barrels on
Oh
them.
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's pretty sick. There was one of the most notable sets I remember. It was an old set of, I want to say Z31, like Z31 300 ZX wheels. A guy did. He like lopped the faces off and made 3 pieces.
I think that I like that because there's so many cool wheels that you see that would be like, that would look great if they just made a 3-piece version of that.
Yeah, and, right. There's a lot of OEM wheel faces that are like really cool but have trash specs.
There's one guy I saw recently who they took like the BMW like Ninja Stars.
The throwing
like the
stars?
throwing stars and made them to like an actual wheel instead
Is
of
that
just a
the guy
hubcap.
with the M2?
I think so.
The blue M2?
I'm not 100. I mainly only seen like the wheel videos, so I haven't
Okay.
seen like the full car. But like I've seen him like he got them like refinished and everything, and he made them into like 3-piece wheels.
Yeah.
Off of it being originally it was like almost a hubcap, pretty much.
Well, the throwing star wheels had a aero cover
Yes.
that you could put on them that made them more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
pulled it.
Like an aero disc almost.
Basically a factory aero disc. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. E34 M5.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't
E34 M5.
Mercedes do that at some point with one of their wheels?
A lot of their current like on the EQ, like the EQ cars.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like similar to the Teslas for the electric cars, for aero, they have I don't know if it's actual the wheel or if it's a cover now. I think some of the Mercedes wheels, like the current Mercedes wheels, they're an aero wheel. It's not an actual cover. It's the actual wheel.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're pretty neat looking.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, we want to know what the listeners think about all these topics for today.
Do we?
We do.
Maybe.
I do. I don't know if you do.
Dave
but I
said.
do.
Dave
I
said.
do.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We didn't make fun of Dave Smith once this podcast.
He escaped. He escaped.
We
the-
turned it on.
We'll let him have this win this one time.
We'll let him win.
We'll let him win this
let him
one
live?
this one time.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, we want to know what our listeners thinks down below, and also let our listeners know that they can also comment and listen on Spotify.
We're now on Spotify.
We
Now
do
on
Spotify things now?
Yeah, we're doing Spotify things now.
Unbelievable. Why didn't I know about this until
according
right
to that,
now?
According to that post of the big billboard he held up that said Spotify, it mentioned Spotify. So
What does it
we're
say?
mentioning Spotify.
Dude, I can't read that.
Yeah,
you know
it's
I'm
not mentioned
blind.
Spotify.
Kevin's a
bro.
little old. He can't
Jesus,
read it.
I
Even he
can't
put
read
in
that.
he put it in
Dude, get
caps.
some better
too.
glasses.
Dude, they are way out of. You want to talk about out of date things? It's whatever's on my face right now. But yeah, no, that's awesome. We
also
are
just
on
reached
Spotify,
We also just
Spotify,
reached-
YouTube. What are you trying to say?
I was like, we also
Get it
just
out.
reached 110 subscribers on
You
YouTube.
blueberry looking motherfucker.
110 subscribers on YouTube. I just wanted
That's
to- I just wanted to say thank you for everybody
That's
subscribed to
great.
it, you
That's
know?
awesome.
I just
Watch,
wanted to give a shout out.
support YouTube, Spotify, us here, Car Service Podcast. This is what we do. This is what we're here for. We hope you enjoy as much as we do.
Yeah,
I know it
come-
doesn't look like it, but
And come listen again
we'll be back next time.
next time.
Josh might be here. We're not sure. His tum-tum might hurt you again.
I'll probably be in the background, but I won't be on camera.
Well, thank you all for listening.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Have a great night.
Peace.
Peace.